A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll return it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he... in the knee. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Seagal. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
A ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
As a defensive coordinator, you always want your guys to be physical and set the tone. How about this for this offense? They run the ball 3 straight times and no first down. This defense does a great job being very disciplined up front, being very physical, and now getting 3 stops in a row and forcing a fourth down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
The Green wave, trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. The give on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. With the catch, it's carry on. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Siegel. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Looking for room. It's Hankins. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Segal. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Tulane right back to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they...
Turning it on! They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And the Hurricanes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for a man. It's Siegel. Pocket breaking down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Slithers into space. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw for it. Setting up the screen. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Fire into the right, complete. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cade! Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. There he goes. The 40, the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. But they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
Try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to throw on third and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Tulane right back to the line. Back to pass on second down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Trying to pick it up on the ground. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff to the single running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tulane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Seagal. He's taking the shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Defense looks as if it's coming. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. looking downfield, it's Siegel. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Going to sling it on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. This time it's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Canes have taken it inside the 20. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Willis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hankins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the beatdown has ensued.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To the air, it's Segal. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He's loose on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got him this time. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Canes want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snagged out of the air. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drive. Turning it on! Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the route is on.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 13 to Utah State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Now on the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll try the run.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Extending the play. Gets rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. At 20. Touchdown, Tulane. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. They'll move the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Siegel. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that.
Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Goes to the option. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the move, it's Hankins. Oh, better look out. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Right back to the well. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. And oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Seagal. Using his legs to buy some time. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grab down the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down and prevent him from scoring on big plays.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Hard-hitting tackle.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down in the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Now from the 2-yard line after the incompletion, it's 3rd and goal. Trying to set up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And with that stop by this defense, now I think it's interesting because obviously the scoreboard, multiple possessions, what I need to accomplish. Do you kick it now because it's a long yardage 4th down situation, or do you say, nope, I'm going for the touchdown?
Looking to throw, it's Siegel. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tulane right back to the line.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
A really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again.
Okay, ready? Green 25.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against a defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Seagal. It's complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the heat. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
A lot of room to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to run it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying.
Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And he added the extra point. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball.
Turning it on! Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Tulane right back to the line. Defense showing blitz here. Complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?